Good afternoon, everyone. Futures Brizio here, just after 2 p.m. on Monday, July 29th. Hope you had a good weekend and just doing another update video here. A little past midday, obviously, but just wanted to bring you up to date on see if there's any changes since the last one here on these markets. So let's just jump right in. As always, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're just finding it for the first time. And any questions, comments, please leave them down below. And I will answer all of them. And so let's just jump right in. Okay, so just looking here at natural gas. As I had said in the last update, what I was hoping to see is some kind of pullback and then a continuation. We did get a little tiny little pullback right here at this level, which if we go out to the higher time frame is a contract low. But you can see it looks like if we turn on the candlesticks here that we have tried to break this level. So this is not enough of a pullback for me to really want to trade this. Although, I mean, it could be a valid pullback. You saw back here. We had a similar really small pullback, and then price did go on to make a new low, and then kind of again right here. So this is not out of the question that this could be a potential short entry. I would just like to see a little bit more than this. So as of right now, I'm not going to take this, but we'll see. Plus, because it's at a contract low, and we're just kind of retesting this area, I still would expect some kind of bounce from here, but you know, we'll see. And if I miss it, I miss it. But that's the kind of the current status on natural gas. Like I said, I would love to see a little bit of a bounce. And as long as this area holds, which is the last major swing here on the 4-hour chart, then I would continue to maintain a short bias in this product. So, all right, so let's look at the NQ and the ES. I kind of look at these together. So as I mentioned, I was waiting for potentially a short signal on either or both of these. Now currently on the ES 4-hour, we do have a red Heiken Ashi Smooth candle setting up here, or purple I guess you'd call it. And so if we zoom in a little bit, you can see it. Now this one also did form at the end of the last 4-hour candle, which was this one. And then when the candle closed, it switched back to blue. So I was waiting for the candle close. I did not take the short. And I'm still not taking it at the moment, but I am watching this to see what we do here. You can see the reason why is because every time it tries to come down, if we turn the candlesticks on, you can see price tried to come down, the buyers brought it right back up into the range again here on the 1-hour chart. And so I'll keep an eye on this. If this is still showing bearish at the close of this candle, which is still a couple hours away, I might consider a short. I would love to see that also play out on the NQ here, but we don't have that right now. But however, though, if we do go to the 3-hour chart of the NQ, which I don't really like to go too far down, you know, because you can make it fit like whatever you want. And so I like to really try to stick to the rules here. But the 3-hour chart is showing a couple of red candles here on the NQ. So, like I said, potentially we might, you know, be able to consider taking short positions later. It's kind of the same thing here. Price tried to go down. You can see this green wick down here, and they bought it back up again into the range. So it's kind of having a hard time. But if we get any, you know, buy-in, you know, selling pressure into this area, then I might consider a short position in one of these assets. So I'm keeping a really close eye on this. Again, not necessarily thrilled to take a trade on this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but these are swing trades, so they are trades and positions I would be holding anyways. So if that's when the entry comes and it follows my rules, then I'll take it. And if I have to hold it through some drawdown or some overnight, whatever, then, you know, that's fine too. So I'm keeping a really close eye on these because I do think these will set up for short continuations on both the ES and the NQ. I would love to see them kind of line up together, but they are different markets. They do look at different stock baskets. So there's not a guarantee they're going to move together, but it would be great to see a signal on the 4-hour on both of these. But like I said, on the NQ, we do actually have a potential signal already occurred here on the 3-hour chart, and I really don't want to go any lower than that in terms of analyzing my entry. So we'll keep an eye on those two, see what happens. Okay, so on to copper. So you can see I'm holding on to a short position here in copper. It's not really doing anything. I don't have an extreme level of confidence in this one. As I said in the last video, we're not at a contract low by any means, which is way down here, but we are at a major swing point here where this purple line sits, and price did make its way down there already. You can see this green candle back here in May, and then this one that hit on Friday came back to that level, and then we bounced off there. Now again, it doesn't mean it's not going to bounce and then break right through there and keep going lower. In fact, that does happen quite often, where the buyers try to step in there and reverse it off some kind of perceived demand level or support level. But if the sellers are still in control, that will be only a temporary move, and the downtrend will continue. So so I'm maintaining this position for now, but I'm not sure if this one will work out, but we'll see. It's a small position. I'm only holding one contract on this right now, mainly because of where it's sitting. Now, if it breaks below this purple line, then which is what I was showing you on the higher time frame, this purple zone, which would represent this last major structure area right here, then I would definitely consider the downtrend to be intact, and would potentially look to trade that down to the next level, which is down here, which would be quite a ways away, as this is a 12-hour chart you're looking at right now. So I have a small position on. We'll see what happens. If this thing bounces and starts going higher, then so be it. Then perhaps we'll change our bias more to the long side, at least back to this area. But for the moment, this is still in a bear market, and that's how I'm looking at this. So, all right. And then lastly, on gold. So you can see in gold, I'm currently holding a short, and you can see right here, we had, this last swing up here, red candle down to a new low, okay, on this down move, and then rallied back again, and now we have broken back through there. So now again, we did bounce off this area already where I have this first horizontal line. Price came right here, and then we just hit it again last week, and now looks like we're coming down here again. So a short-term profit target would be back to this low, but considering price has already been back here twice, if it comes down here again, I do expect that, although it might get held up a little bit, that it will break lower. So if this is a real down move, continuation of the downtrend, I do think if it comes back towards this area that it will continue through at least down to this next level, so where I have this blue arrow drawn. So that's what I'm hoping for. On this one, you can see, I am currently holding a short position on here, and we'll just see how this goes. This might be something I end up holding for quite a while. Mondays do tend to be a little slow, and that's definitely proven out today, where it hasn't been a whole heck of a lot of volatility here today. Things moved a little bit early on, but have kind of just stagnated since this morning, and that's fine. So I'm going to hold this one as well, and we'll see what happens. So that's really about it. So like I said, guys, right now my focus really is on the ES and the NQ and just seeing if these do anything, in terms of potential setups. The natural gas is probably my least favorite setup right now, only because we're already sitting at a contract low. And then we've got gold and copper that I'm currently in. We'll see what those do. Those are kind of moderate type of entries as far as in trade quality. Not the worst, because we're not sitting at contract lows, but not the best either, just because of where they are on the chart. So we'll keep an eye on all that. But like I said, my primary focus is definitely on the NASDAQ and the S&P ES right now for potential short setups if those come. All right, guys, so that's it. Again, make sure you smash that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're just finding it for the first time, and ring that bell notification icon. Questions or comments, leave them down below. And yeah, that's it for now. We'll keep you posted on these trades and setups, and be back with you soon. All right, guys, have a good rest of the day.